All right. Hey. I was just saying that it's just me today. Daria's not here. And I am streaming. I'm starting the stream. There we go. Now we are streaming. All right. I'm going to go ahead and record. And let's get started. All right. Hey. Thank you for joining me today, Nicolette. Everybody else that's on YouTube. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and play the intro so we can get started. Just waiting on the recording to start. Yes, I'm here in Maryland and it was a thunderstorm. So I'm just glad that I was able to get on because the lights were flickering. And man, oh man. Oh, let me look in the chat. Yes. Oh, Ireland. Good morning. Good morning. Absolutely. Let's get this thing started. Today, we're going to be talking about crafting magnetic headlines. So, let me play the intro so we can get into it. Know why I keep freezing? Yeah. Yeah, it's moving incredibly slow. I guess it must be the weather. I'm like, man, oh man. So while I'm waiting on the intro, while I'm waiting on the actual music to play for the intro, I just wanted to say welcome to the show today. Of course, I am the only one here today. We are Online Success Made Simple, where we teach you the organic approach to making money online. And my co host, Daria, Jackson-Legagneur, she isn't here today. She's on vacation. As you guys know, sometimes we vacation together, sometimes we vacation apart. So, with that said, here is the intro. Let's get started. Come on. Yeah. It's like everything I hit is slow. I don't want to be talking and it just pops up because it's literally you gotta love technology. Acting crazy on me. Right. All right, we might just have to add the intro. Get right into it. So as I was saying, we are online success made simple, where we teach you the organic approach to making money online. And today we're going to be talking about crafting magnetic headlines. You know, just like how we said before, you want to stop the scroll. And I think it's going to play now. Okay. Guess it decided it wasn't going to play. So we're going to get right into the presentation. All right, here we go. And I think that this is one of the favorite things that Daria and I have learned so far. Because, of course, when you're putting messages out there, you don't really know what to put in the headline to make people pause and stop scrolling and actually pay attention to what it is that you're trying to show them, right? And so that is what today's lesson is all about. And hopefully, I'm not freezing for you guys like I'm freezing for myself, but I'm going to share my screen so that way you'll be able to see the screen and not me. And hopefully, that'll be much better. All right. And so the page is coming up now. And so, just like I was saying, we're going to be teaching you guys some simple formulas for any business, right? Because We teach people, no matter what business you're in, how to start earning online. And if you're already earning, how to earn consistently, right? Because we remember when we weren't earning consistently. Like it's great when you start earning, right? But then you want to have money coming in every single day as though you were on a job, right? So your headline is the gatekeeper. Get it right, and people have to stop and read. And I thought that that was so fascinating. That was so fascinating. And so we're going to dive right into it. And like I said, the the slides are taking a little while to change for some reason. Everything is. I think it might be the Maryland weather because, like I said, I am here in Maryland. Really weird. It's the first time we've had this happen. So it's very interesting. Hmm. And I have the slides. Let's see. Like I'm at this point. I'm like, should I even just pull them up on another place where I have them already? So I don't know if it's our link doing it or if it's the weather because it's storming outside. It's kind of crazy. Here we go. So yeah, apparently I wanted this to be a quick lesson. And so you guys just have to bear with me. I am gonna go through it. Make sure you take some screenshots if you need to take some screenshots. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your questions in the chat. And of course, we are recording this, so you will be able to go back and watch it again. So, what's the objective here today? What is it that we hope to teach you and we hope that you gain, right? We want you to learn three proven, right? That's the operative word here. Three proven headline formulas that work across niches because that's the most important part. Because most people only tell you how to make money if you're in an MLM, right? If you're in a certain niche. But what we do is we help people across the board. You might be on here with your own products and services. You may be an affiliate for a company. You may be a rep for an MLM. No matter what it is that you do, these are the things that will help you get in contact with the people that you're trying to engage with and the people that will purchase from you. And that's very important. We want you to see how busy entrepreneurs tweak headlines based on what? Their time and audience. What? Very important. That's why we say to make sure that you take screenshots. And then of course, practice. The just like we give you homework every single week and we tell you guys the action steps is because we know that the doing is what is going to make you better, right? Doing it is what makes you get there to where you want to be because you're writing these headlines and writing these headlines. You're going to get so much more comfortable, so much more comfortable. So you're going to practice, right? Crafting your own magnetic headlines for posts, emails, ads, all of those things. Because all of those things are important for you to know how to create post for, know how to create scroll stoppers, right? Because somehow you found something online and you were looking for something one day and somebody said the right words to make you stop scrolling. That's exactly what we're going to teach you today. Three easy headline formulas that anybody can use, anyone, right? If you brand spanking new or if you're a pro, right? These are the formulas that you should be using. So the benefit and time formula. right? So, for example, how to double your sales in 30 days, even if you're a busy mom. I know that's something that I would jump for because I am a busy mom, right? I have three adult children and I have another child that I had at 39, right? And she's only 8 years old. So I'm definitely a busy mom, and it's only one of her. And, she needs to go places and do things. And absolutely, I understand. Like that would be me. That would stop the scroll for me immediately, right? It works for coaches, freelancers, creators, service providers. If you're any of those people, that's the type of headline that you can use, right? And if you're a man, you can, of course, change it to busy dads. And you can interchange them. Sometimes I say dad, sometimes I say parents. Because fathers, of course, more and more fathers are being single fathers these days as well. So now, number two, the curiosity and promise formula. What? So here's the example. Why most Etsy shops fail and how you can avoid it. If you've got a shop on Etsy, you're thinking to yourself, man, I really don't want to fail. And I would like to know how to avoid these pitfalls. Man, I could really do this, right? I could really do this. So who is this? Who does this work for? That's the question. This is gonna work for handmade sellers. If you make anything handmade, stitching, you make things from mirrors, you name it. If you make something, this works for you. If you're a small business owner, if you're online and you have your own store, right? If you have your own store online, it absolutely works for you. People like, oh man, I want to know how to avoid that, right? And then, of course, those people are going to be looking at you as the authority. They're like, man, okay, she knows this, that, and the third. Let me find out what else she knows. So then when you come out with something else, with another fantabulous stop the scroll headline, they're like, yeah, I want whatever she's offering. Right? That's what it becomes. Like, yeah, she always has good stuff. I'm gonna follow her, like her stuff, and then eventually, when you have something to offer that's a paid offer, they'll buy things from you, right? That's exactly what Daria and I did. We provide value, value, value for free because that's what it's all about. Because the more you give, the more you receive. So you want to give freely without any cost, right? That's what you do at the beginning. That's why we said create that magnet, right? That lead magnet. So, how do different entrepreneurs use headlines besides what we just showed you, right? Let's get into it and talk about it just a little bit more. So, what about full time coaches? That's what Daria and I are. We're full time coaches, right? We might dabble in some affiliate products, but ultimately we have our own products and services, right? So we can use headlines that promise transformation fast, like get your first client in 7 days. Focus on concrete results, right? So you see how it says your first client and it's measurable 7 days, right? And of course, it has to be something you've done. I've gotten the client in 7 days before. I can show somebody else how to do it, right? That should be your mindset. Like, what did I do to get so many clients? What did I do? I have 5 clients, right? You can be thinking, I have 5 clients. How did I get these 5 clients? I just need to repeat what I did, right? Over and over again. I just need to be consistent with doing that thing. So focus on concrete results and specific time frames. That way it creates urgency, right? Remember we talked about FOMO, fear of missing out? And so absolutely, absolutely. Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. So, of course, side hustlers. What? Everybody and their mom is looking for a side hustle. Daria and I own a group called Side Hustles to Consider, right? And that group has over 30,000 members in it of people looking for side hustles. And we recommend side hustles to people in that group, right? And so, of course, we make posts and things like that. So we highlight, right? how the product or service fits their busy schedule, right? And then, how it fits their busy schedule, like quick and easy meal plans for working parents, right? Parents, moms, dads. Who is your audience? That's who you're speaking to. So you want to change this to quick and easy meal plans for tired and busy parents. Or if you're doing face care, you can say, quick and easy skin care, right? So you don't miss a beat. Something simple like that, right? Somebody that's busy, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for things that's not going to take a lot of time out of their life because they don't really have a lot of time. So you want to emphasize efficiency and minimum time investment because they're like, wow, because I don't have a lot of time. But the time that I do have, I want to be able to maximize it. So, what about tech shy creators? Headlines are perfect for tech shy creators. Why? Because you use curiosity based headlines to spark intrigue without overwhelming, right? Like the secret I use to grow my list without ads. So, of course, that means you grew your list without coming out of pocket, right? And a lot of people are looking for ways to make money without having to come out of pocket even more money. You want to make complex topics feel accessible, right? They want to feel like this is something that I can do. That's totally me. I get it, right? That's what you want them to be saying. You want to tailor your headline approach to match, of course, both your business model and your audience's specific pain points and desires. Because remember, you had those same pain points and desires when you started. It was a reason why you came online looking for more money or a way out from your job. It's a reason why you came online, right? You have some pain points. You might have been tired of getting up every morning, right? Going to a job that you didn't love. You might have been tired of leaving your house every day and your children in the care of somebody else. Whatever the reason is, that's your pain point and your desire. You desire to be home with your family because you understood that you could care for your children better and you could help them with their homework and not be exhausted. And every time it was time to cook them a meal, you could actually cook them breakfast and dinner and have the in between to do your work, or just a couple hours as we teach you guys. So here's a bonus. We've been talking about this, right? And we tell you guys all the time, let ChatGPT help you brainstorm. ChatGPT is phenomenal. What? You can edit and personalize the best ones that fit your brand and voice because they're going to give you so many of them, and you just pick it out. Because you know what? You can use this prompt example that we gave you, generate 10 catchy headlines for a social media marketing course aimed at beginners who have limited time. What? That's why we say use AI to generate initial ideas, right? To flush out ideas. Then add your unique perspective and knowledge of your audience to make them truly effective. And you can also use ChatGPT to do that. You can tell it to make it sound more like you. Make it sound more like you. Especially if you've been using Chat GPT for a while and you speak to it like you're speaking to another person, as I suggest you should. We suggest that. Because Chat GPT will start to speak like you, right? So when you go in there and you say, can you please create me a document, however you say it? And then if you turn around and you've created these things and you say, write like me, Make this sound as though I wrote it. And it'll do it for you. What? When I tell you that is one of the most phenomenal things that we have learned on ChatGPT, and it is such a time saver. Because even though we have things that fall out of our brain all the time, all these ideas, pop out of our head all the time, it is great to have something else to add on. Because if I popped all my ideas into ChatGPT and I told it to help me come up with some even better ideas similar to the ones that I've come up with. So then I can, you know, tweak it a little bit. Oh, okay, I like the way this one sounds. Oh, I'm going to change a word in here. I'm going to change it here to sound better, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about the action steps. Action steps, baby. You already know that the reason we give you action steps is because we know that it's all about the doing. That's what it's about. It's about the doing. So, guess what step one is? Pick one headline formula and write three headline options for your next post or email. And of course, you can get ChatGPT to help you with this, right? You're going to use ChatGPT to brainstorm 10 headline ideas for your niche, right? Then pick your favorite two to personalize. Because you don't want to just use precisely what it gave you. You want to tweak it a little bit so it's yours. So even though the things that it creates technically are your intellectual property because you utilize your AI to create it, we still suggest that you put your mark on it. That's what we call it. Put your mark on it. So step 3, test your headlines. We cannot emphasize that enough. Test, test, test. By asking 3 people which one grabs their attention the most, right? And I mean, you can do it by asking 3 people, that you truly trust, right? 3 of your business besties, 3 people that you've been doing business with, 3 people that know you, that are close to you, right? You have 3 people in your life that you can show these headlines to, and they say, oh man, if I saw that, that would make me stop and want to look and know more, right? Because that's what you want. You want to pique their curiosity so that they're saying, man, I want to know more. Like, now I got to know. Now I've got to know what's going on, right? So we've got this homework for you. So make sure that you're taking a picture, right? Take a picture of the homework because we want to make sure that you guys get this. If you need help with the action steps, with the homework, of course, we're always here. Feel free to text us and we'll get immediately back to us, right? That's the fastest way to get to us. So we want you to collect 5 headlines from your favorite brands. What? Or your competitors, right? And identify which formula they use. Which formula do they use, right? And then after that, write 3 headlines for a future offer, right? Or a lead magnet using different formulas. So we want you to get used to using different types of formulas, right? Because in the beginning, you might use one and you need to learn how to switch them up and use the different ones. So, number 3, we want you to post with your strongest headline and watch for engagement. And of course, not just watch for engagement, but engage with these people. The people that are engaging with you are the ones that you should be engaging with. When you make a post, for the first at least 10 minutes that the post is there, you should be communicating with the people that are saying something on your post. They're saying they like your post, they're saying all these different things, and you should be right there to kickstart the algorithm. Because Facebook is saying, man, She's engaging with these people. She didn't just post and ghost, right? She didn't just post and then we just never heard from her again. She didn't come back. She didn't like it. She didn't do anything, right? And we're guilty of that sometimes. So we're not, we can't just say we're perfect because perfection is not a requirement. Consistency is, right? So always remember that. So these are the final thoughts that we want to leave you with. And it's just that you want to always spark curiosity because that's the name of the game. You want people walking away saying, man, I'm so curious as to how I can learn more and get more. I'm going to reach out or I'm going to click on that link so I can find out more. I can dive deeper. So, great headlines spark curiosity and promise clear value. So, don't skip this step. Don't skip that step. And of course, what it doesn't do is saves time. If you use simple formulas and IA and AI brainstorming to save time and boost your click rates, because that's what you want. You want more likes, you want more engagement, you want more followers. And the headlines definitely get you more likes and clicks and followers, especially across the different platforms. Because remember, you should be repurposing everything that you create. So you want to connect directly with your audience. So you got to remember that the best headline speaks directly to your ideal customer's biggest desire or pain point. And of course, that is how you join some of the things that you joined because somebody was saying something that hit one of your pain points or your desire points. Man, I want to live that type of life. Man, I want to go on vacation more. Man, I want to do some of the things that they're talking about that they do in their life. I want more time freedom, more money freedom. I want more time with my family, period. Right? And not just the time, the money to be able to do things. So, of course, we would love for you to connect with our community. If you are not already a part of our school community, please feel free to join. It is a free community, and we have so much free value in there. It'll knock your socks off, right? You'll be in there for months, just learning new things for free. And of course, if you need us, feel free to reach out to us and text us. Text us. We'll give you direct support for your headline. And of course, we always answer any marketing questions. If you need to reach out to us through email, of course, it's support at onlinesuccessmadesimple.com. And of course, you can feel free to send us your headlines via text or email, either one. And you can always visit us online at Online Success Made Simple. And you can request a 15-minute consultation with us. Of course, it's free. And if you need us, you can, if you're friends with us on any platform, we do take direct messages. So just don't hesitate to reach out to us because this is why we do what we do. We want you to reach out, right? We love that. So we said all of that to say we thank you so much. And I don't know if I said it in the beginning, but if you're watching this live, please hit hashtag live. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you're watching this from a later date, please hit hashtag replay. And of course, let us know where you're tuning in from because we love to see where you guys are coming from, right? And we want you to screenshot this. We thank you so much for joining us today. Oh my goodness. So, what you should have learned, right? And your next steps, all right here on the screen. You can also join this community, right? And the school community is right here, Online Success Made Simple.com. Absolutely. Absolutely. So now you have, right? You've learned how to write proven headlines, right? Proven headline formulas that drive engagement, how to leverage AI for headline inspiration, one of our favorites. Simple steps to test and improve your headline. Hey, hey, hey. We all need that because, oh, the rain is crazy. Because, like we say, test, test, test. So make sure you apply these formulas to your content this week because next week we're going to have an even more fabulous turnout, an even more fabulous lesson for you. Each and every week, we come with these lessons every Tuesday, right? Each and every Tuesday. So I'm going to just check the chat right quick to see if we did have any questions. Because unfortunately, when I am sharing my screen, I cannot also see the messages. All right, wonderful, wonderful. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you for checking in from Ireland. Thank you to everybody that's on YouTube, everybody that's here in the audience. Thank you to everybody that's watching on LinkedIn and also on Instagram. We appreciate you guys tuning in each and every week so very much. Thank you so much. We are going to get out of here and hopefully this rain is going to stop in a little while, right? Hopefully. So we're going to definitely see you guys next week at the same time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, we hope that you have a phenomenal